So it just shows you the kind of consistency that Coach Alexis Sabre is trying to build up here.
And we're underway right here at the Paridi Stadium. In the red and white is Arua Hill, the Congolo, the Leopards, as they are known.
Because he knew that that was a very, very close opportunity for Express to actually get the first goal. If you remember the goal that was scored by URA yesterday against KCC, it was quite similar to that particular incident there. And clearly, Arua Hill have got to have their wits up. They've got to keep their concentration levels up and make sure that they do not allow such free kicks coming in and not getting on the end of them before the strikers do, because that's the kind of ball coming in that you feel that Wagoina could have just headed and glanced past the goalkeeper, could have easily ended up in the back of the net.
Free kick here, goalkeeper forced to deal with it. Abubakar Yunus hasn't had many starts this season. It's actually his debut for Express Football Club, having to contend with a difficult ball from Wahab, who for the moment the W has peeled off his shirt, and shirt reads as Ahab.
Yeah, I guess that also just sums up the kind of problems that Arua Hill are faced with. Somehow even the Jazzes need to be sorted, because the players' names are off. But looking at that free kick, I thought that Abubakar Yunus reacted very well, very timely manner for him to keep that ball out. Otherwise, it was a very well taken free kick by Wahab.
5 minutes, corner delivered in, nodded away, now chasing down that ball, battling for it, but still in the center of the park, and an easy pickup here for the Congolo. The referee judges was an offside flag here. Arua Hill want to take that very quickly. Referee just wants them to have it back in the right spot before they get the game on. Alpha Thierry Sali found straying offside.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from him in the first 6 minutes. He's hardly had a touch on the ball, has he? I don't remember him even having a touch.
The Express should be very worried. Arua Hill hold a huge pedigree over them, and if that jinx is to be broken, this is as good a time as ever. But be worried, Arua Hill will definitely be out there baying for blood, especially with just how many goals they let in on the last appearance when they were significantly weakened.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. That's why you think that if there's a game that will motivate Arua Hill, it's this one. They'll definitely feel that if you got a result against a big side like Express, then sends out a very huge message about how much you turned the corner.
Cross looking to chase that ball down now, an opportunity for Asimwe, but good clearance there coming in from Ibrahim Musa. Express, one of those teams you can always count on to have their loyal fans travel, as a free kick is brought in. A good tip away. Manuel Waswa was looking to dip that in.
Fallen Arua Hill of late.
Fear not, we have a perfect excuse today. Heat stroke is a very huge possibility, and that's a poor tackle, and that should definitely be a booking for John Rogers. Ball picked up well. Arua Hill still in possession. This is Mandela. It's actually set up onto the wing. This is Safi Mansour. Mansour forced out wide, isolated here. But, could have support coming in from Okumu. John Rogers, physical battle here. Arua Hill really giving in as good as they can, and inevitably losing possession there. Semfuma launches a long ball. Wagoina now trying to trek back and take on Yusuf Mafari. Musa Ibrahim launches a long ball. Couple of players searching, miscued clearance there once again from Chigundu, inviting Arua Hill to come forward, and a shot from distance. Abdullahi Rashid Kawawa looking to test out the goalkeeper, and that was an A for effort.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that that's been the best performance that we've seen now from Arua Hill in this game. Clearly, they have looked more competitive in that area, in that phase of play. And you can see how they press Express, how they look confident in possession, and how they tried to test the goalkeeper. That is a good application from Arua Hill. They look like a team that is really determined to try and give Express a rerun for its money.
Holding on to the ball. Nodded down. Will be a throw in for Express. Seconds away from the halftime whistle. There's still not going to be a lot to talk about in the first 45 minutes, perhaps except the incidents of John Rogers and why it might be a necessity to have him hooked off if you had the options.
Well, I think that for Coach Maureen Ahmed, he'll have no choice because if you see how John Rogers has been playing, you can't trust him with his word that he would hold out for the remainder of the 45 minutes and not get himself into the referee's book a second time. So if I were him, I'll just take him off.
Nella Nelson with a searching cross, well controlled, shot coming up in the end but just goes wide. Decent attempt. Ahmed Borini applauding the charges here for the attempts there. Someone has to say something about Abdullahi Rashid and his first touch. It's been immaculate before we get this match underway. And the second half gets on. Express Football Club starting off this one, and there's a quick foul and the referee will not hesitate to brandish a card. Yellow card.
Well, I just want to understand what Mpande was doing there out there. This should really encourage the Arua Hill players.
Chipped pass, Wahab, foul, yellow card, brandished. Express today, well, seem to be doing a pretty good job of putting themselves in a wrong footing, consistently picking up bookings where they need none. And it's another yellow card here.
Yeah, and I think that Senfuma cannot blame anybody for that because I don't think that he needed to foul in the manner that he did. There were quite a number of Express players ahead of him who would have stopped that attack that Arua Hill were trying to launch. So he didn't need to foul in the manner that he did, which left the referee with no option other than to book him.
Free kick in a good area. Wahab Gaddafi measures it out now, decides to go towards the far post. Goalkeeper just manages to get his hands on that, and momentarily it looked like it was bubbling away from him, but clutches onto it well enough. Good attack once again displayed by Arua Hill. Mansour Safi getting ahead last to that.
Yeah, but good goalkeeping, I must admit, from the goalkeeper there. You feel that Yunus got himself in the right position because there's always a possibility of thinking that the ball is going to turn defense into attack immediately.
Wahab gets the ball in. It's repelled for the moment. The delivery cannot be faulted there as they'll try to get in with another one. Arthur Chigundu manages to get a head clear on that, and now shoving in the box area. Well, he'll be very lucky. The referee chose not to take a closer look at that. Long ball. Kawawa with the shot. Goalkeeper quite up to the task. Chigundu can count himself lucky. Might have put himself in a very, very precarious position.
Yeah, I thought that it was a bit very careless of Chigundu running into the back of the opponent, because another referee will not be as lenient as Atiku. That can easily end up in a sport kick.
Cross for Mokomo. Straight to the goalkeeper once again. The fans getting behind Arua Hill right now and trying to urge them on and cheer them on. Might be just the support that they require.
I'm just surprised, I mean, that the 3 shots on target are coming from Arua Hill and we've only had 1 from Express.
Well, they'll try to make amends here, but once again, Alpha Thierry Sari caught out. When the return ball comes, well, no one is really paying attention to his positioning. It might be a fault of his of running into wrong channels, but Isma Kawaulo clearly could see that he was stretching back to help defend and just hoofed the ball into space where he wasn't. You're asking too much of the young man.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was not a good decision by Isma Kawaulo. You can't play the ball back when he's retreating to try and
help
support.
You do your job.
Exactly. You just need to move it.
Well, ball picked up here and teased in. Flag stays down. Arua Hill will protest and feel that was an offside. Emmanuel Waswa will celebrate as the referee has allowed them the opportunity to go ahead.
There's a run of play, and for some reason you could see that they switched off. Just look at that, and he took the ball very well, took it down very well. That is Emmanuel
Wahab looking to flick the ball and get some space. Ramsey wasn't falling for that trick, and that's a hefty barge coming in from Ibrahim Musa. And the referee, well, so it's going to be very difficult to channel those balls in. That's a hard challenge. Referee says carry on. Wagoina senses the opportunity here. Wagoina, beautiful balance. Sally, shot, redeemed. Second one, served in a second instance.
Another salve of good performance here with 2 saves in quick succession. I thought that this was a very good chance for Express to, create a gap between themselves and Arua Hill. And I only hope they don't throw this, because this is where you feel that you've got to pounce and make sure that you kill off the game. And I think that sometimes referees have also got to be a lot more sensitive. You just can't keep doing that. And of course, the referee dishes out a yellow card to Gaddafi Wahab for his incessant complaints. But I guess that to a certain extent, you've got to put yourself in the shoes of the player, because he sees an opportunity that they can seize on and score, and then the referee blows the whistle to pull back play.
Well, Wahab is really one of those players that loses his temper, but you might also find some justification in his decisions there, because it's the second time that they have had an advantage and they have continued going. Now the referee has had enough. It's a second yellow for the captain and a red card, and Wahab ultimately protesting the referee decisions. And at some point you probably would believe, some of the Arua fans will believe their captain is justified.
They make
A couple of those that we probably would want to count out upon, but I don't think I'll be one who will want to point it out. But you may feel that the Arua Hill players will feel that a couple of decisions could have gone their way and just did not.
No, because you know, sometimes when you're referee like Atiku is, you can ignore some of these things. Because
Jonathan gets himself booked here for having kicked the ball away, time wasting. Not so sure he'll really mind.
But I'm sure that with the 10 minutes added, Arua Hill will feel that they still have a chance to try and snatch something from the game.
Pass made forward. Booking will be made.
And that is second
And
yellow
it's,
card.
a yellow card. Second yellow and a send-off.
The thing is that it's not within their right to drag off a player, but now you just can't understand. You know, he got a yellow card for unnecessary wasting time and kicking the ball away. Now finds himself in a situation where he fouls and it's supposed to be a bookable offense, and it's quite unfortunate for Jonathan Agowocha now for him to be taking an early bath for a player that came on and has had an impressive performance from where I'm seated. I thought that he
Emmanuel Alex Waswa with that solitary goal that finally allows Express Football Club to break the jinx that Arua Hill have consistently had over them.